Well, 50 states in 50 days is in Wisconsin, and the NL boasts the best team in the bigs. Brewers 61-41, best in baseball. Let's go by the numbers. Milwaukee's been red hot since the end of May, 36-13 their last 49. A win this afternoon over Miami would be the most over 50 games in franchise history. Both their hitting and pitching have been elite since the start of June. They're first in the NL in wins, runs per game, batting average, and runs allowed. And Jackson Chourio's riding a 17-game hit streak, longest ever by a Brewer age 21 or younger. You know, with the drinking age at 21, aren't too many younger Brewers. Last player that young with a longer streak, Freddie Freeman, 2011. Joining us now is senior MLB insider Jeff Passan. And Jeff, let's start with those Brewers. They've won 12 of the last 13, best record in the bigs. As we sit here 6 days from the deadline, what could Milwaukee look to add before that window closes?
Phil, I think Brewers fans would love to see them add a Eugenio Suarez, who's had an incredible season this year for the Arizona Diamondbacks, and really would bring the Brewers the one thing that they're missing at this point, which is home run power. Now, you go and look at recent World Series winners, they are almost always near or at the top of the Major League leader list in home runs as a team. The Milwaukee Brewers coming into today are 25th in baseball. Now, they've managed to score runs in spite of that lack of home run power, but if you go back over the last 10 years of World Series winners, the only one to have a lack of home run power like the Brewers is the 2015 Kansas City Royals, who finished 24th. On the other hand, all the teams on the screen right now, they hit bombs. And the Brewers don't have a hole at third base with Caleb Durbin hitting as well as he has over the last couple months. But at the same time, when you have a team like this, a bullpen, a rotation like this, adding to it does make a lot of sense.
And there are a lot of teams who have taken a look at Suarez. A big league best 86 RBI will do that for you. Jeff, the Mariners, one of those clubs, but they did already make a move last night, acquiring Josh Naylor. What does that move mean for Seattle and Suarez now?
At very least, the Seattle Mariners, Phil, have added to their lineup. And by striking first, really the first big trade of this deadline, they were able to put themselves on the board and say, hey, if the prices are too high on other guys, such as Eugenio Suarez, we're going to feel okay about our deadline. But this isn't stopping the Mariners. They are still going after Eugenio Suarez, as are the Chicago Cubs. The Cincinnati Reds have been in the mix. And the New York Yankees are just lurking right there, not with the highest offer at this point, but perhaps with the greatest need to add to a lineup that has been inconsistent this season and yet still finds itself near the top of the runs scored leaderboard in Major League Baseball. The Yankees know if they're going to play defense like they're playing, they better put some runs up on the board to make up for it.
We saw Suarez take a moment to say an extra goodbye, it seemed. His last game could be at Chase Field, may have already happened, and he took a moment leaving the field. Jeff, the trade deadline, always an arms race. What does the relief pitching market look like?
Plentiful and pricey. And you normally don't get the group of closers like Emmanuel Clase and like Cade Smith, who's a top-end setup guy for the Cleveland Guardians. And you don't get Joan Duran from the Twins and Griffin Jacks from the Twins. And beyond that, there's David Bednar available and Ryan Helsley available. Those first four guys are going to cost a lot because they are under club control for multiple years and are elite pitchers. Bednar might be the guy who, say, the Detroit Tigers go after. But the question is a team like the Los Angeles Dodgers that desperately needs bullpen help going to be willing to pony up 2 top 100 prospects, which is the asking price for those elite guys right now?
Well, teams like the Dodgers, Phillies, Tigers, Yankees, all potential contenders, all 20th or worse in bullpen ERA. Trade deadline 6 days away. If you haven't, go ahead and turn on those ESPN app alerts for that guy, Jeff Passan. Jeff, thank you. Jeff Passan on earlier talking about the Yankees perhaps being in the market for a third baseman. They got one, going to Colorado, trading a couple of pitching prospects for the left-hitting Ryan McMahon. McMahon, yeah, his splits aren't great away from Coors Field, but that short porch in Yankee Stadium you think would be kind. The former Hartford Yard Goat 5 20-homer seasons in 8 full seasons in the bigs, and he was an all-star, Brian, for the first time last year.